And same way, I just want to understand, I just want to give you the perspective of first Indian micro environment, that if there is no COVID, people are talking about $5 trillion economy. Niti Aayog has given that we will reach $5 trillion economy by 2025. I have gone through a secondary report of BCG, McKinsey's, World Bank, and all sovereign and pension funds. They want to invest in India pre-COVID. That means in December 19, if you talk about Indian economy, everybody is bullish. So what has changed in the last 3 months? That okay, some virus attack is there, we don't have a vaccination, and since we don't have a vaccination, that means there is a social distancing. If the social distancing, that means we are in a uncertainty mood. So some uncertainty in a mood does not defy what we have achieved till this point of time. I am thankful to our visionary Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Singh Modi ji, who has taken a right step since 2014 in this direction. They can sense it out. I know, I remember the first of his visit to US, and they are presenting something over there. And they said very rightly, we are a young India. Second, he says, I will make young India to a skill India. Third, he says, we are digital India, but I will take this digital India to number one in this position, or if it's not number one, at least in number one of the top three. He understands the importance of the startup. And today, worldwide, startups are generating a 1/3 of the total employments, which is very key. And the last but not the least, India never ever be taken seriously for Make in India. If you look out from 2014 to December 2019, what the policy has changed. Even in the last budget, the taxation rates has already been down to attract the foreign direct investment in this Make in India. Now, after this attack, China is little bit on a negative note. Now, as I said, Japan and Germany is already looking for India as a next destination. So these 5 factors are my inherent strength prior to COVID and post COVID. These are my internal and micro environment strength. As yesterday, Dr. Subodh Jain has said in his presentation about the spring, and lastly somebody has asked this question about the spring also. What is all about the contraction of the spring? I really appreciate his vision. Somebody has given me a message. I have said Narendra Singh Modi. Sorry, it's Narendra Bhai Modi, right? Our Honorable Prime Minister. Sorry for that. Please correct in all recordings. Sorry for that. So basically, he rightly talked. Whenever there is a stress, internal synergies and micro level synergies will emerge, and force will be developed in such a fashion that it will overcome the macro environment. That's what is my positivity of the COVID crisis. That my internal strength is my positivity. Believe in that. Just don't get hangover by seeing the public view. Oh, COVID virus is there. COVID virus is there. Because you never seen such type of social distancing, and hence people are not even thinking about logicalness. I think in my next slides, I will talk about more onto first my inherent strengths. Ease of doing business, people are improving. Make in India, we have done all policy reforms and taxation benefits. Startup India, we have given already tax status to the Startup India and other benefits which are accruing. And there is an ecosystem of development of more startups, and basically nurturing those startups. Good and service tax, which is a good thing. Avoiding our 1820 taxes, basically make it a simple tax. Digital India, we have been third position of as of now on the Digital India. Skill India, yes, we are very good on that side. So basically, all these 5 parameters, GST is for basically manufacturing and all 5 parameters, government is consistently taking care of. These drivers will take maximum seat at world level growth, and that too for India level growth also. Now I'll choose some charts. Indian penetration, it is some old data of January 2019, which shows a mobile penetration of 87%, right? And basically, I just want to talk about digitalization. Some data is maybe not be correct, right? I'll just take it the right data to you. But digitalization, everybody knows we are at the number 3. Skilling India, as this chart shows, 46% needs no skilling, 31% maybe has a one needs 1 month. I think that has been covered because that's the data is presenting the quarter 2 2019 by our Skill India program, 1 to 3 months. So if you put together 46, 13 plus 13, it puts together 62%. Out of the total non-employment today, non-employment rate is around 7.2, 7.4%, and non-employment is basically from the worker side, right? Skill that needs that's basically from the skill side, and by I am sure the 3 things will bring India to the leadership level, which I explained at a later slides. But here, just to highlight it, Make in India will take care of the skill level. Yesterday said by Dr. Subodh Jain that if infrastructure has to grow, people has to take care of their labor. Dr. S.K. Gupta says if you want to take it some internal control on a right position, internal auditors and internal control systems should adopt the technology. So basically, one person says labor, second person says technology, and both persons also talk about the technology. So 2 positives for us. One is the labor, second is the technology, third is our own people. So Skill India is really shifting India to a new level. The next point is basically Young India. If you see it, this chart, 28% is my median and 31% as comparable in 2030, which is much higher than China and USA. Why Young India is important? COVID crisis is just like a last part of the dark night. After this, there is a morning which is waiting for everybody. Once morning is there, which gives lot of charm to the youngsters. Basically, I just want to highlight it out. Morning means here the innovation. Morning means here more technology adoption. Who will do those? Youngsters or people having an old age? No doubt, youngsters with the experience of the old age. So India is having a right mix of youngsters and mature people, because to have a growth, to have become successful, we need 3 things together. One is the energy which the youngster people have, second is the maturity which the old people have, and third is the destination, basically direction which these mature people will give it to us. So India is a right mix of age, and hence we are in a right position which is giving us positivity to fight with this COVID. And whatever is the new India is emerging or new world is emerging, we have taken as a we have positioned ourselves as one of the advantageous position. I have gone through some other reports also just to highlight you. If world will recover in X times, maybe 2 years, X maybe 2 years or 1 years, India will emerge in 0.7x times. Basically, 30% before the normal target time the world will recover. Just because of all these 5 factors, and we are in the right country with the right macro environment position of our country and right micro environment of our position, micro environment of our country and internal environment of our basic all organization. So why to worry? I don't know, and I am sure uh, today's market shows the true reflection. If other markets has down by X%, our market is down lesser than them. So market investors also know about India as one of the destinations. I have videos, but due to time constraints, which the people have given me, I have not been able to present. But I will ask my these organizers to just send it across to the users if they ask for. Last point is Startup India. If 16-17% of the funding is already there in 2016, right? If 100 startups are there and 16% nurtured, which is a good rate. I am in my later slides. I am explaining you that how technology. Basically, there are only two things. One is digitization. Second is adaptability to the new technology. Right, will help India to grow in a faster speed than the other ones. Now, people are saying this is the World Bank and the McKinsey report. I have clubbed together. They said airlines down by 70%, auto down by 50%, textiles down by 50%. I agree. I don't deny this report, right? And if you look out this report, they already said that this year is negative, but next year it will become a positive. So people are looking a glass which is half empty and half full. I think people are looking more half empty rather than half full. So I just want to give you a confidence that all my study in the because I am asked to do this topic. I've done a lot of research on secondary reports, and everybody says India has on advantage stage. That's the reason all these facts I have put it together in this presentation and presenting to you for your reference. So there is nothing to worry. Then the next question people are asking, has positive outlook of India changed? Yes, but to what extent? I am able to answer in my next slides. And then the way people are asking me why COVID change outlook, I said social distancing, fear of further attacks, and no vaccination. I am telling you, whenever there is a social distancing, today also we have a social distancing, but people are able to speak, people are able to convey through a technology. Can it be done 20 years ago? No. If the attack will be there after it maybe God forbidden in 2020 some attacks are there, we will not have such a fear which you have today, because by that time technology has taken a new shape. What I mean to say that even though social distancing remain, need not to worry. The only worry is about your health. Please take care of your health. And by the only worriness of there is no attack onto you, but you have a depression at how the future will be, and you have something major elements just because of this depression, please don't do this. Be positive as you've done. Whenever you have some thinking or negativity about the coronavirus, think about yourself when in your life, everybody in his life have a very negative time. And that negative time they have just cop up with their positivity. Just remember those days, how you recoup with those times and emerge as a victorious. Same way, after 6 to 8 months, I am telling you, you will be emerged as a victorious, and you are the one of the best society in the terms of technology adoption, in the terms of GDP per capita, in the terms of money supply, in the terms of basically infrastructure sector, in the terms of technology. You people will find it out. Maybe 6 months I am saying on the lower side, right? It can be extended to 6, 8 to 12, but beyond 12 it is not sustainable at India level, right? So I have gone through that chart of McKinsey's and see the calculation. Sorry. see the calculations that what are the triggers of this 5 trillion economy. I found it that they are asking about the five things. What first is the income growth. Second is the urbanization. These are the pillars. These are the drivers of 5 trillion. The way Dr. Subodh Jain yesterday explained about infrastructure drivers. If you want to understand what are the impacts on certain outcome, you have to understand what are the drivers on those. What are the basically basics on which it has been built. If those basics sustain, you will get the outcome. If the basics will not sustain, you will not get the outcome. So I have gone through that basics. The first is the income growth. I have gone through the reports. I also personally believe it will be muted for some time, but it will take a new shape, but much faster shape, which you have predicted in pre-COVID analysis, pre-COVID scenario. Second is urbanization. It will be in line with the income growth, right? As more or more Make in India will take shape in India, most urbanization will take care of. So there is another factor of urbanization. Initial, the urbanization is linked to the income growth. Now urbanization is linked to the another factor, which is Make in India. So there are two factors for urbanization now. Favorable demographics, yes, which is always there because of the strategic location of India. And technology and innovation, we already knows now by this time India is the well adoption of the technology. I'm giving you one basically e-commerce, how technology and innovation taken place in Italy and UK after basically in Eurozone after this COVID crisis. 81% of the e-commerce transactions has increased in Italy. That means potential was there, but they have not using it. 18% has increased in Eurozone. That means potential has there, but they have not taken it. And today, India is on the largest part. I am again giving thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, that demonetization at the right time. People now understand. People now been able adjust itself to the digital world, which is causing a worry to the external world. So basically, just like a final exams, if COVID is a final exam, then my demonetization is my half-yearly exam. I have succeeded in that very handsomely. So there is a no worry, right, onto the digitization and adoption of the technology. Consumer attitude evolving, which is maybe by the passage of technology, right? Consumerism will always increase with the passage of technology. So I personally believe in the last two sessions, people either at the internal control given by Dr. S.K. Gupta and maybe Dr. Subodh Jain or Dr. Bansal has also given about the crude impact. All these will lead to basically the consumerism. And consumer attitude definitely for Indian environment will be positive. So I just for your reference, I have gone through the Niti Aayog report also. They said India is trapped within. I'm just going through what they have written it. This is not my words. India is trapped within a range-bound GDP growth of 5 to 6%. I have taken a point. They said there are the two avenues of the growth: opportunity within the current situation, basically our inherent strengths, Skill India, Young India, Startup India, and Make in India. And second, they says opportunity despite the current situation, which is basically in the next line they have said basically the third line, the opportunity despite the current situation is that the digital India is the next engine of the growth. What I mean to say in my whole presentation, be positive. You are in the right. Whosoever is in India, I am talking about, or maybe whosoever wants to make a relationship with India in future, will be in the right spot. We are lucky. We should enjoy this time. We should celebrate this time. No, not because our health is not good. No. My future is very, very rosy. But to see the future today, we have to just maintain our health. We have to maintain our stress level. We have to maintain our all depressions level. Don't worry about the future. Yes, take care of your health at the current level. That's what is my message by seeing all the secondary report. Then the last point which he said, destruction. She said basically, India is one of the cusp for the fourth industrial revolution. All these technologies, blockchain, artificial intelligence, already mentioned in the industry 4, whether COVID come or not come. But COVID will reinsure that whatever is the industry 4 will be implemented so smartly now that people get used to it. People is always a fear of a change. That's what there is a one art of a change management. There is a lesson. There is a teaching topic of a change management. People are worried of the change management other than the health issue. So industry 4 has to implement it whether COVID come or not come. So there is no worry. We are in the right spot. We are in the right place to take care of this industry 4. And what Niti Ayoga says, I really believe in that. The last point which they said, that we will talk about direct development financial institutions, separate development financial institution to boost lending for long gestation infrastructure project. That means all sovereign funds, pension funds are being introduced to India with a different capital structure and with some, maybe that's what my view, with a good long-term tax benefits, with a no hustle in disparitation of the money back to their country, so that we will put the right infrastructure project at the right time, which has already been highlighted by Dr. Subodh yesterday in his presentation. That if some money, he said that 8 lakh crore is the initial 5 years and the initial average for last 10 years, and from 2020 to 25 it is a requirement of 20 lakh crore per month. So this 20 lakh crore rupee per month, if the government is not been able to justify the 40% of that, this is the reason. This is basically the gap which will be filled, this 40%, the DFI model. So hence, I am thank you to Dr. Subodh Jain to highlight those points at the right with the right perspective. This is the target. Now you see, we reach 3.2 trillion. I am talking about this number, 3.2 trillion. Thanks to my research team, Manu, Raman, and Akash, who has done this analysis. 3.2 trillion dollar we have reached. And by 21, if 1.6% growth is there, we will reach to 3.23. And 22 will reach to 7%, 7.4% growth as mentioned by RBI Governor. We will reach to 3.47. And then we have taken it 5-6%, which the Niti Ayoga said. By that time of something around, it will by 2025 will be able to reach a $4 trillion economy. That means there is a derailment for a 5 trillion economy, and they said it is an intent. I believe that we will reach to 25, 24. Just want to show how. We have basically 5 advantages. Maturity in handling the crisis versus the world. Everybody is agree to that. India is ready for the resilience and efficiency because of the young India. Whatever I said, I just want to recoup in these 5 points. Ready for new rise of a contact-free new economy, digital India and skill India. Disadvantage China is advantage to India, and biggest consumption market with flows show address low income, so muted in scenario analysis. Basically, consumption will hit back to us. By this, and I have gone through the Chinese economy also and find it out 5.4 trillion is a secondary sector. Even if you take a 10% of that, that means we will get $0.54 trillion of GDP from them, right? How the our $5 trillion sentiment looks like to be. We'll reach, basically we have assumed 10%. Our research team is on the worst case scenario. Thanks to them, they said even if you take a 10% of the kitty, which is 0.54 trillion, we will reach to 5 trillion again by 2024. Can you say it is advantage to India by seeing your macroeconomic numbers I personally believe yes.